And just like that, January is over. And I got pretty close to some of my COMC goals. I fell a little bit short, but on the bright side, I did pick up some pretty cool cards that I'm going to throw into my own personal collection. Now, if you're brand new here on this video, I'm trying to document building a COMC store from scratch. I started my COMC account a few years ago, but I really got serious when I dropped off over 1,000 cards at the National last summer. So I'm trying to see how far I can grow this account, and I make a video every single month. All right, here is this recap. So this is my second time doing this. Unfortunately, the first time recording earlier today completely failed. So I'm not going to do the webcam just in case that fails again. Because it lagged everything on my computer. Not sure why. Regardless, let's go through some of the stats that you guys care about. Now, items inventory right now, I'm at 3060. And total asking price is almost 25 grand. We're at 24.2. And slightly under 3,000 items for sale. I'll show you why. There's a decent amount of cards that I have not yet specifically priced out. And I think once I price those out, we should be getting over that 25 benchmark. But I also do have some cards that I'm just keeping for myself. And I don't know if I marked them all not for sale or not, but we have 15 in there. Some pretty cool PC pickups recently. So we'll go through those. Oh, you can see now our total sales on the COMC account, we're approaching 10,000. So pretty sweet number. And items sold 1,259. So broke that 1,000 threshold. So those are just some of those stats. Items purchased 3,000. Items added to the site 1,300. Just down below also, so you can see from the past, you used to have 4 different things for processing. Currently, we're down to 2 with 100 cards left. I still probably have 500-600 cards that need to be dropped off at COMC. I don't know what the next show will be. Maybe, I don't know. They're not going to be at Philly, I don't think. So maybe it's going to be a Dallas, or I wait to the National and I put out a lot more. I don't know yet. Figure that out later. But there's still a good chunk of cards that will have to be added to the site. So, also, before we go into some stats, I didn't really buy a lot from eBay auctions this month. I've been slacking there. So I do want to start building out some ways I can automate the eBay auction bidding and different things like that. We'll figure it out later down the road. And I'll showcase some of those ideas. Probably won't go in full detail. But I did purchase this one over here, Omaha Tribe. And it's not 1947 Indian gum. Those are from the 1930s. So I'll probably put in a suggestion to get that fixed. I'm like 99% sure that these are not from the 1940s. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it 1947 with this over here. And you guys might know these banners from baseball cards. If you're from the baseball card side, or if you're from collect other non-sports, you're familiar with those from Gaudi. All right, let's go into seller stats. So we have seller stats over here. The sales by month, and pretty good, right? So slightly under December sales, but you got to remember for December, it's a pretty busy month with sales on that side of things. But 491 cards, so slightly under that 500 threshold, which I want to break that. I also want to break 4,000 sales in a month. But overall, I mean, I'm happy with it because really we started this in August with 125, then scaled to 6. Don't know what happened in October, but November, December, January, sales have been growing, right? I mean, these are consistent there, but we've sold more items, cheaper items than December. December, I sold, I believe, a lot of Ginter cards, which were priced like $50 to $100. So that's why that total sales number was a little bit higher. All right. I also did get back one card that I was going to grade. So if we can check that out over here. And grading submissions. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to get my reaction because I did do a live reveal when I got this graded. And this actually got graded today, January 31st. Which is great. So 1930 Post-Aero Lincoln, this got it too. So pretty happy with that. I'm just going to relist it on the site. I will say I'm not a huge fan of this interface over here. I'm not the nitpick. I wish it had like purchase price and then also, graded price, total price over here. To see all that information, I have to go here to the item, I believe, and it says you purchased the item for $71 on 131. I would rather see that item right over here. Not the end of the world by any means like that, but that's my own preference. And I still have these 4 that need to be graded. I didn't send anything out for submissions in January. Maybe that'll change it for February. I don't know if they're running any deals right now with submissions, but we'll look at that. The one deal that they did have this month is there was auction deals. So let me go over here real quick to my dashboard and show you what happened with the auctions. So where is this at over here? Auction history. I sold 4 cards with auctions, and I'm probably going to list a few other cards tonight just because I think this is the last no fees. I'm not too sure what the fees are going to be after. But a 1952 Monty Irvin. Again, I wish they had the purchase price on here. I mean, there's enough room. I think we could throw a table. I think this table could be updated and put this over here for this information. But, oh well. $25. I paid $19.80 for this card. So, pretty happy with that. Michael Jordan's, I picked these up both under $10, $16 a piece. And then the Sandy Koufax I brought to the site, but it's not a good Koufax. You can see, like, probably 1.5-ish, not that great. And this is Monty Irvin, by the way, 1.15 crease over here, multiple creases, rounded corners. Not a good card, but turned some profit on there, so that's what you got to be happy with. I want to show you real quick inventory over here. A few things. So first, I just want to show you not for sale. So let me go over here. Flag not for sale. I was blind for a second. Just to go through some pickups. So 2 Wright Brothers cards. I personally prefer the images of the individuals over the plane, but I will make an exception for the Wright Brothers. And technically, one of them is on that plane right over there. And if we load up the second one, right over here, obviously someone has to be on that plane, but you can't see the image. I didn't have both of those, so I bought them, and maybe I'll upgrade them over time. We'll see. But $15 and $18, $33, 1910. I'll take that. A 1912 Rembrandt. Again, something I did not have. It's pretty bad shape on this one compared to the others, so maybe not long-term copy. 1913 Hills Mona Lisa, $14. I feel like this could be an iconic card one day, but I want to get a nicer copy of this. That's going to be a gold mine. $14. Okay, I'll take that. Sydney Barnes over here, and this is a Series C or F, which is a little bit tougher to find, and it got a poor rating, but it doesn't actually look too bad. I mean, I can't tell if that's just frayed or if that's actually cut off here at the bottom. I guess I don't 100% tell, but it's a tougher card to find. And the card before that, and I should say Barnes is kind of like I wouldn't say Nolan Ryan, but like a Christy Mathewson or Walter Johnson of cricket, especially on the time period. So I find a card that's pretty tough of his to grab. I will always do that. And something I'll probably try to upgrade over time. And I think I've said try to upgrade over time quite a few times already in this video, but that's kind of how I build my collection. Is I'll try to find a scarce item, keep it, and then if I upgrade it, I do. If not, whatever, I have that in my PC. And that's my approach, and I like it. I also have this 64 Koufax Venezuela. May end up getting this graded or selling it. I at first thought I was going to sell it. I actually picked up some other Venezuela cards. I'll show you that in a second, but like 50-50 on that one. It's not going to go on my PC, but I have sold the 64 Koufax before. I think like 200 or 250 bucks. So I'm gonna go back to all. I just want to show you a few other things I picked up. I don't know why that showed up over there for dual, but why my dual typed over there. So I did pick this one up. I think this was yesterday. Pretty cool card, Carew and Tony Leva dual auto from Flawless. This one listed for 99 bucks. The number to 5 sold for like 150, 160 bucks. So why not for number to 10? These other duels, which down below, they have not been selling well at all, unfortunately. That's how it goes sometimes. And man, someone underpriced me by a penny. That's Horrible. 748. All right. So there's that side of things. Let me show you the Venezuelas too. So Venezuela. And picked up a 66 Joe Morgan. Rookie cup over there. A 64 Barra. A 68 Bob Gibson with the corner gone. We have a 62 Musial. And then the Koufax. And probably going to pause this video because I'm about to do a live stream going over 1932 US caramels. So if I see you guys in the live, awesome. And that'll be right over here. And I'll finish recording this after. All right, I'm back. This is 1 day later. I'm recording this February 1st now. But let's go through some of these sales. I will say that there's so many, I can't go through every single one of them, but we'll highlight some of them. The first one up over here is a 1963 Banks. So we'll load this up here on the screen. And you can see it also has the bottom of another card right over here. Whoever played in the Orioles, I don't know whose specific card that is. And it's miscut pretty bad. I'll just reload that up over here. As you can see, that side of things. So there's some people that do collect these miscut cards. So I knew eventually it would sell, and sold this for about $35. I don't even remember what I paid. I've had it for a little while. A nice flip on this Ed Reed. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Donruss 2002 rookie card. 539 into 736 at the very end of it. Let's keep going through for a larger one. Some smaller stuff, right? 80 cents on here. This was my auction. $25. There was no eBay fee taken out, it looks like. So maybe there was a full $25. Other thing I forgot to do is look at the eBay auctions for cards to sell. So unfortunately I missed that promo. So I don't know what eBay auctions will be doing in the future. I'll have to do some research on the pricing with those, but 50 cents there. Nothing too spectacular. 2010 Freeman. Let's find another one. Oh, this was a nice one. 1258, 720 start. So $5 flip on this 2003 Brady. You can see that one here. Oops, we'll go back. Another nice one over here. $63 paid out 76, 1953 Whitey Ford. What is a classic set? I think this might have been overgraded a little bit. Had a 3.5. More looks like a 2.5 to me, but I'm not a professional grader. Let's see the back on this one. But always with colored border cards, right? They tend to be a little more lenient. See this a lot with 71 tops as well. A bunch of Julios over here. Someone had discounts on their Julios, and $1.95 to $2.76. I flipped this Howard literally the same day. So $1.30 you can see when I purchased it, and got a nice flip there, 22 into $38. Now here's the thing with this one. I might have actually priced it too low. It's a first year or second year card of Ryan Howard, but I saw his modern autos for Ginter were going for like $20, and I purchased this for $22, which I thought was cheap for early Howard auto, and out like 38. So same day, can't complain with that. We'll keep going through some of these other ones. Jasul over here, I purchased this one for this is off the site. I think $15 or $20. Most people would pass because there's two pinholes. There's a destroyed, mangled corner, but like if you get rid of that, it's not a bad looking card, even with the pinholes. And $38. Okay. Another one over here. These Jordans. These were eBay auctions, so $16 a pop on here. A Stanley Ketchel, $25. A little bit tougher boxing set to find on that side of things. I probably sold this Andy Pettitte too low. I priced it at $15. The guy kept spamming $11, and eventually I just gave in just because I had this forever. It's not really forever, but I've had this since November and no one was buying it. So I'll take a little bit of a profit, although I think I could have done a little bit better if I waited on it. But it's not the most liquid. Although the Tools of the Trade are such a cool set. If this had like a better piece of the glove, like had multiple colors, which I don't know always is the case. Sometimes you have that, or had a patch, I 100% would have kept it because I like these multi relic cards. So A-Rod rookie on there, not bad, like $2-3. I talked about this on the live stream, the World Dudes. So, German Army, Portafair, $15 on that side of things. Paid about $10 a piece on those, and I picked up a lot of 20 of those. So, we have that over here. Nice Aaron Donald, $1.50 profit on that one. It wants to load. If not, not in the world. You can just see it over here onto the side. We'll keep going through. $2.50 Otani flip. Koufax I sold on eBay. A Brian McCann refractor. This was actually an orange. I was surprised his oranges didn't really do much value-wise, but for $4, I knew he's kind of a popular player. So 4 into about $6. And no, it didn't take that long. End of November when I purchased that one. My Ginters, they always move on here. I mean, they're cheap, but they're iconic set. My first team card, I believe that's sold. There might be another one in here. If I remember correctly, 52 Bowman. I've had this Tony Gwynn forever. I'm pretty happy this sold. This is a pretty popular set. There's a 500 home run set, and then there's the 3000 hit club set. So they tend to do pretty well. And I was surprised how long this took to sell. And I'm not saying on COMC. I had this card for probably about a year in just our normal card show inventory. And no one ever bought it off of our eBay store. And eventually it sold here. So can't complain. I've sold some McCutcheon stuff recently. Someone's buying up his numbered cards. Let's keep going through for some more stuff. $1 profit on DeGrom. Another over here, the Chicago White Sox, $18. Going through. Anything else that stands out? $2 profit on Luis Aparicio. Again, just looking through my stuff, it looks like the commons aren't selling as much as the Hall of Famers for a lot of vintage sets. So I might start straying away from purchasing more of the commons. Another Ginter over here, Boxer Wrestler. So pretty nice profit on that. I purchased that one. Mauer, Walter Payton, another Roy Halladay. I think there was a second one. This Henderson did really well. $17 into $37. So that's double my money. And you can see what that looks like over here. Big crease right over here. But I thought I was only going to get like $30. But I priced it high and someone purchased it. So it is what it is, right? And we'll keep going through. More of these reprints. This is archives over here. $750 into $870. Andrew Jackson. If this wasn't trimmed at the bottom, I would have 100% kept it. It's not loading, but it should have a bottom over here. It doesn't have it. It's trimmed it on the side, but bargain bin find. It's not the easiest card to find. I still want to have one in my PC, but I'm not going to have the one that's trimmed on multiple sides like that. There's some cards that I will 100% take trimmed. This I can find again, not trimmed. So that's my philosophy on that one. And maybe I'll look back in a few years and go, man, I'm dumb, but whatever. We'll keep going through. Actually, this is a nice one. 90 cents into $3.80. This 1997 scoreboard. And you can see what that Andrew Jackson looked like for a brief second, but yeah, more than 4xing. I'll take that. This Black Sabbath. So honestly, if I didn't have an 8, I would have easily kept this one. I don't think there's any 9s out there, but an iconic one. Just for reference, I sold my 4 for about $150, so I might have sold the 7 too cheap. I bought my 8 a year ago for $200, so you can see what the back is. Misconception is this is the first Sabbath card. It's not. It's their first Panini. They have a Hischler from 1970, extremely scarce. And guess what? I do have a copy, but none of the grading companies are grading it yet. Hopefully they change their mind in the future, but there's that. A nice flip on this Ortiz over here, 3 into $6. An earlier one was in 1 gold. We'll keep going through some more of this stuff. And let's see. We're only on the 20th of January. Like I said, I sold a ton this month. 29 into 34. Ken Griffey Jr. 10. A Nick Saban. I wonder if that sold when he officially retired. But doubled my money on that one. Like pretty healthy margins for a lot of this stuff. Roger Maris water damage card, $750 into $1140. I mean, to pick up a 61 Maris for $7, I thought it was really, really cheap. I remember picking it up, so If this wants to load, I'm gonna have to go back into it. It looks like the sales history page is still loading for me. So we'll head back up once this fully loads. We'll go through some more stuff just to show you what that looks like. 10 into 16, Hockey Hall of Famer over here. Iconic Blasted Billy. Oh, page loaded. So here you go. Like, you can see where the water damage is. It looks pretty bad. But, I mean, I saw this listed at $7. You don't pass that up. I mean, I would assume, like, even with the corner ripped off, it would be worth more than $7. So, Herschel Walker on here. 93 Kerangs. Nice to see some music cards selling. Kangaroo. Flying Squirrel. Maybe should have priced these a little bit higher. They've done pretty well in here. And it just gets me an idea of what I want to end up buying in the future to put on COMC. Some of the Laughlin's Mantle reprints, they always crush. We'll keep going through. We're halfway through the month on this side of things. More Krang, Axl Rose. Early Axl Rose card, $15, which I thought was a pretty big sale for that one. It's kind of a reach price, to be honest with you. Bobby Richardson autograph on there. Koufax Kershaw. Let's see for other ones. And I'm not even looking at some of these prices, what I paid and what they sold for. Oh, this is a huge one. A Skybox Molten Metal. Wow, I paid $9 and sold it for $25. Sweet. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Jack Nicklaus over there, 36 cents into 48. Talk about 12 cents when I just did really well in that sale. Phil Rizzuto diamond. Roy Campanella diamond. I love those diamond cards. I still wish I can play that set. Corbett over here, $20. Lafayette, $12. Backs just gone. Keep going through some of the stuff. Fernando over here, 14 into $20. Nelly Fox. Chris Sale rookie, 23 cents into 41 cents. Still feels cheap, but 2004 Pujols. Bunch of these Jordans that I got pretty cheap. I think I sold one on one another month, but I picked up 3 or 4 for $14 for a 10 chrome. Makes no sense. And I sold the 20s for each of those. We'll keep going through. Verlander numbered. More Trouts. Another Mantle, Jeter. Fox, Diamond, Rick Ankle. I played with them in some of the video games when I was a kid. So I remember him being pretty good in the video games. $5 into $8.50. That Cunha, Griffey, McGriff over here. Nice doubling of the money with that one. Cal Ripken, Finest. Going through Michael Jordan again. Should have just waited for an auction on that one, but still, I don't care. I mean, into it for $9, you get out, or $9.50, you get out $13. Yeah, that's pretty healthy margins. So. Tommy John, $6.50 to $7.80. More Ginters, Billy Ripken autograph. Paid $8 for this. I mean, I think that's way too cheap for someone to list that. I mean, I don't even think you can get it slab for $8 anymore. And that, obviously, he's known for his FF card, but I mean, $8 for that. 15, okay, double. Tim Raines 7, $3. Verlander rookie. A bunch of these Bosches. So I paid almost a quarter each, and I've been selling them for like 55 cents, 54 cents, but it adds up, man. And Billy Wagner, Gold Refractor, that's probably cheap, but eventually he'll make the Hall of Fame. Someone's probably bought it just in case, made the Hall of Fame just to resell it, but I bought it too for that side of things. Going through, right, a lot of $1, $2 flips. Willie Randolph, 1984, 13 into $17. On the 5th of January, Ken Griffey Jr., Boxers, Braun. Here, 1952, Monty Irvin, 34 into 44. Nice $10 over there for 3.5. And this one, it would have a good chance at crossing. Little diamond cut, it looks like. But it's not a bad looking 3.5, to be honest. It's not bad. I mean, that corner is a little sus if it would get that full grade, but Newhouser, 32 into 37. And we're on our almost last page. Arenado rookie, $24. Trevor Hoffman, Flair Wave of the Future. Please note for that, Ortiz, Deion Sanders, 9. That was huge. 10 into $30, 3xing for Deion. Let's go, Deion. He's the coach for a football team, Colorado, I think, right? Stengel, I found this in a bargain bin, up to $45 now for that. It was been in my store for a little bit. Jackie Robinson. This card, originally, I got an email that it got refunded and someone rejected it or something like that, which I didn't know you could do that on COMC, but then it just sold again later in the future. So $6 into $10.45. Griffey Thunderclap, 17 into 23. And we're on the second. So we're almost done. Jordan, Ken Jennings, and 1-1. So keep going through some of these. New Year sales, Lefty L Duel, right? $35 and sold it for $45. Nice $10 there. And last page, 1997 Mantle reprint and the Mickey Rivers, which I believe I showed another one. So pretty happy, and you guys can see a little sneak peek of what I bought or what I sold for February. Jeter, Sabathia, Blake Snell Gold, and we'll cover that in another video. But 494 to 866, I'll take that. So that is it for COMC, and just to go back into my dashboard and our final sales of the month, seller stats, sales by month. Officially, I was 3 cards short from hitting 500, which kind of sucks because I really want to hit that milestone. But we're already 5 cards in, and it just hit 5 o'clock on the 1st. So already starting a good month, and I have a lot more to price. So hopefully we'll get some more sales, and I have, what, $500 to mess with right now, about 500. So I'll be going on a buying spree probably tomorrow and make some more moves. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next COMC video.